WXXV News 25's Grant Chigazola here with NASA Stennis Space Center Director John Bailey. And John, it is great to see you. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me.
No, thank you for being here today. I appreciate the opportunity to tell you a little bit about Stennis Space Center.
Absolutely. So I know you are relatively new to this role. You've been officially the director for a couple of months now. How has this transition been for you?
It's been pretty easy. I've been at Stennis for many years and had a lot of different roles. So the transition really wasn't that difficult. But, you know, being at the point of the spear does change things a little bit. So it's been great so far.
Glad to hear that. And of course, you know, being someone who is a veteran to Stennis Space Center, tell me a little bit about how you've seen this facility grow over the years.
Oh, it's grown tremendously, especially in the last 10 years or so. Traditionally, it was more of a government-focused rocket propulsion test facility, and we also had this unique federal city where we had tenants here, other DoD partners, and other commercial partners. But the last few years, we've seen a significant growth in the commercial rocket propulsion test industry. So we have many more new rocket propulsion test customers, along with many other actual customers on the federal city side. So a lot of growth the last few years.
Absolutely. When it comes to the Artemis mission now, I know that's one of the big things on NASA's agenda. I know Stennis has a big role to play. So how is Stennis going to continue to participate in this mission and help NASA's greater Artemis mission?
Yeah, just like back in the Apollo days and in the Space Shuttle days, Stennis plays a critical role in the Artemis program. We test the RS-25 rocket engines that are developed by Aerojet Rocketdyne, who is also a partner here on site. We test those engines that power that rocket, the SLS rocket, and we also are testing a new upper stage in a couple of years that will power the Artemis 4 missions and beyond.
That's fantastic, and it really is an exciting mission to be a part of, and I'm sure so many people here are working hard to, you know, achieve the goals of that mission, correct?
They are absolutely extremely exciting. The workforce is excited about the Artemis missions. We had Artemis 1 where we tested that core stage, and that was a tremendous success. Artemis 2 is just around the corner, and actually next Tuesday at Michoud Assembly Plant over New Orleans, they're rolling out that core stage to send it down to the Kennedy Space Center to start getting ready for Artemis 2. So everyone's extremely excited.
That is great to hear. And of course, you know, when it comes to the bigger picture, you know, Stennis has been an institution in South Mississippi for decades and decades now. How important is it to have this facility continue to be a community partner for South Mississippi and for the employees that live and work in this region?
It's absolutely critical because, like you just said, you know, Stennis Space Center plays a critical role in the economic development in this region. You know, we have over 5,000 employees that come on site. We have over 50 resident agencies here, and we have over $1 billion of economic impact, and a large percent of that stays right here in the communities local to Stennis Space Center.
Right, and just in a broader sense, as you begin your tenure as director, what are some of your goals or your vision for the future of this facility?
One of the things we got to continue doing is adjusting and changing our culture to be more commercial focused. And what I mean by that is dealing with a lot of these new commercial entities. You know, they're a little bit different than dealing with the traditional government programs. You know, critical time to market is extremely important to them. Cost is extremely important. So being more efficient, more effective, changing the way we do business to map more to how commercial industry does things is extremely important. We want to continue growing this federal city, right, to continue to be an economic driver for the Gulf Coast region. And we also want to grow into some new technical lines of business, like cryogenic fluid handling in space, autonomous systems. So a lot of new technology development areas also on the horizon.
A lot going on here at Stennis and a lot to come, folks. Director Bailey, thank you so much for sitting down with me and taking the time again. I really do appreciate it.
No, thank you. And we do not want Stennis Space Center to be a best-kept secret any longer. We want everyone here to know what we do and are welcome to come see what we do. So thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime. Reporting from where you live in Hancock County, Grant Chigazola, WXXV News 25.